Jessica Polka and Kristin Krukenberg are here from Harvard Medical School, and I know you are conducting a panel on realistic career prospects in research. So, what are they?
Well, they include a huge range of things. It turns out that today, faculty careers are alternative careers. So this phrase that's been used to describe all the options in communications, industry, in policy, are really becoming huge choices for today's grad students and postdocs. We want to raise awareness and increase the transparency to make everyone aware of all of these options. I think ASCB is doing a great job of providing training opportunities and career development options at the conference and beyond.
Yeah, and I think ASCB has also done a great job of helping to make graduate students and postdocs sort of aware of the situation and that they really do need to think about these issues early on and not wait till, say, the end of their postdoc and then decide, oh, maybe I don't want to be a faculty member. But then by that point, they've missed out on all these opportunities for training for industry or policy or writing or other options that could be equally satisfying.
I know, Jessica, you have talked a lot about the focus and where it should be, that it should be more on the science as opposed to kind of worrying so much about so many other issues.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a lot of angst among young scientists today about their careers. And even, it doesn't stop just after postdoc level. It turns out that people are spending a tremendous amount of time, professors and more senior investigators alike, writing grants, chasing funding, trying to make themselves survive in this environment. And so I think it was Bruce Alberts, was it Bruce Alberts yesterday who brought this up? That science is, scientists should have the freedom to focus on science. And that would be the most productive environment that we could have.
But sadly, I think when there is so much fear, there is kind of a bitterness that comes up with people. And how do you address that?
So I think part of it is there are things about the system that are not great, and we'd like to see a change. And I think there's a lot of room for improvement. But I think there's also a lot of tremendous opportunities out there. So the science, so this also came up, I think it was when Shirley Tillman was speaking, that there is actually it's an amazing time for science. There's all these new techniques and these methods and things like the ASCB meeting. You get to meet all these people doing very different things from what you're doing. And so I think there are tremendous opportunities to get out of the lab, talk to other scientists, go to talks, read papers and all of these things. And chances to sort of get away from worrying about the day-to-day, am I going to get a grant, is my paper going to get out, and take some time to really think about the science.
Shirley Tillman is such a great example of someone who has been successful in this for years and years. Now, as you look ahead to the future, what can you tell young postdocs?
So I think one thing that's been really inspiring throughout everything we've been doing on this topic lately is seeing that there's a lot of support from people higher up in the sort of chain of academic science. So from Shirley Tillman, Bruce Alberts, Mark Kirshner, a lot of these people are thinking about these issues, and I think they really care about young scientists and want to make it a better place for them so they can really focus on the research and be creative and innovative and do good work.
And being able to bring up, I think, some of the fears and some of the negativity also gets you past it to a point where you can talk about the positives in the future.
Absolutely. I think everyone wants to make positive change, and we're looking not just to highlight the problems, but also what we can do about them. So.
And I think having the actual facts of the situation helps, and so you have realistic expectations, so you sort of know what you're up against instead of it being this sort of big, scary, monster under the bed that we all think is there, but none of us are quite sure what it is.
Well, you bringing it up and having the discussion certainly helps. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.